We have a housing affordability issue in our country right now, and all the decision makers, myself and others, are at the table with the president. The American dream is having an American home.
The Trump administration is considering declaring a national housing emergency, citing rising prices, dwindling supply, and stubbornly high mortgage rates. Although rates are falling now, they're at their lowest levels in almost a year, but there's not much incentive for homeowners to sell. A new report shows 4 in 5 of them have a rate below 6%. More than half have a rate under 4%. So, the ongoing housing puzzle, Chris, we've got this housing emergency thing thrown into all of it. Is that helpful? Is that necessary? Or is the market starting to move in a direction where some of this gets unlocked and resolved?
Well, I'm not sure if it's starting to move. It has moved in that direction. You think about the home building stocks, they've been among the best S&P industries over the last 3 months. All these names, D.R. Horton, Pulte, Lennar, have really been among the leadership essentially since June. You look at mortgage rates, they peaked at 750, they're down to 650. I think they're going to 550. The support we're getting.
When?
I think over the next year, you're going to see 5.5 on the 30-year fixed. I think the stocks know that. It's not just the home builders. Look at the home retailers. You've seen nice turns in Home Depot, in Lowe's. You've seen the construction material stocks, Vulcan and Martin Marietta, all turn as well. So there's clearly something going on here. And if you subscribe to the view that I do, that the market knows all, I think the market's telling us that.
I will just say this. When you look at the year, the 30-year fixed, whatever the rate is, and you're saying it would be 5.5.
650 right now.
It's 650. It would be 5.5 in a year's time. When you go to apply for a mortgage, if you've got, based on various factors, depending on the size of the mortgage, sometimes larger loans get more attractive rates than what's being offered on the face. The second thing could be your credit being stellar gets you a little bit of a better rate, and then they always offer you these opportunities to, buy points, to reduce and do different maneuvers that way. So that's why I think the majority of homeowners were able to do better than what mortgage rates were on their face. And I think we look at that number and assume that that's the number. That's not always the number people are getting in practice when they go for a loan. I'm not saying that it's not high compared to when it was 3% and somebody was getting a 2.5% mortgage.
Right.
But still.
How clearly the motive of the Trump administration and everybody is lower mortgage rates, and mortgage rates are falling. But lower mortgage rates, but also maintain elevated home prices. How do you achieve that? Because buyers are actually smart in this environment. According to Redfin, that more home buyers than Redfin has ever tracked, and they only started tracking this going back to 2017, so not even 10 years. But more home buyers than Redfin has ever tracked are getting cold feet. As they get toward the finish line and get toward closing, they walk away from the transaction. So more than 15% of home purchase agreements fell through in July, the highest percentage for that particular month since Redfin started tracking cancellations in 2017. So it's uncertainty about the economy, the job market, but also, am I paying too much for this?
And we don't know. We don't know because it's a market that is still so dominated by government. I mean, when were Freddie and Fannie taking over? We're talking about 15 plus years now that housing has been directly under the purview of the government. And I've just got to say, if you're worried about the cost of homes, especially new homes, you have to know that the tariffs add a lot to the cost of a new home. A realtor organization said that they estimated something on the order of $9,000 added to the cost of a new home because of Trump's tariffs.
The price of a home is a huge hurdle because you don't want to overpay for the thing. And right now, I think a lot of buyers feel like that's exactly what's happening.
You talk about the tariffs, though, except lumber prices are falling. Wall Street Journal has a long story. Mills are cutting back, wood prices going down.